Alright, what's up everybody? So today I did a blog post on the meridian system of the body, the 7 chakras. Um, Kind of a cool subject. I got some got some very insightful information over my 6-7 years I've been studying into spirituality. It's a very humbling approach to life, I would say. I got stuff like this, the chakra, different chakra incense, stuff like these. They are Tai Chi healing balls that you use with your hand. Hits the pressure points in your hands. Helps to align your chakras. Helps you to be a more overall well-balanced person. Got a few books over here on spirituality, and I have at least 24 books on the subject matter. Audio books, physical books, e-books. It doesn't matter. I love absolutely love the study of spirituality and the study of the human consciousness. You see, we exist on different planes, different dimensional planes in life. You see, our consciousness, it does not exist just here in the now. It also exists interdimensionally, and people think that's a weird concept, but this very moment we are living, we will never get back. But this very moment we are living, we are also living somewhere else. You see, we live here and we live here. You see, we live around, we also live within. Our body is a giant organism that is swarming with organisms. We have billions upon billions of organisms crawling on our body as we speak. We are our own habitat. We are a universe for some. You see, there are planets upon planets upon planets upon galaxies, super galaxies, mega galaxies, infinite number of planets, infinite number of organisms, infinite number of everything in existence. We are not a simple plane of existence. We have multiple upon multiple. Our body is a host for various organisms that also host various organisms, and so on and so forth, down to the smallest microbe of an organism. So you could say that there are planets upon planets within us. Well, the 7 chakras, or as I like to call them, the 7 planets of our galaxy, our meridian, our life, they all are on, they start up here from the crown all the way down to the root, which is, lower back abdomen. And, it's anywhere from feeling grounded, feeling secure and safe, to, the third eye chakra that helps you perceive things better, the heart chakra that helps you be more open and loving, solar plexus that helps with digestion, just, throat chakra right in here. It's where, if it's out of balance, a lot of thyroid problems, hyperthyroid, hypothyroid, people can get goiters on their thyroid, which is, a very bad thing. One of my aunts had that, and it was a very bad experience. And all these things, digestive problems, and eye problems, brain problems, heart problems, they all stem from having our chakras out of alignment, having our meridian blown off course. So there's certain various things you can do to help realign yourself, but you don't want to overpower one chakra. I myself would recommend starting at the base, starting at the root, and assessing up through all your 7 chakras to see which ones are in alignment and which ones are in excess or which ones are depleted. Now, if they're in excess, you need to do less of those and more of the ones that are depleted. So that way you can bring them back into alignment and they all line up in a straight line. You see, if you have excess anything in your life, it's going to affect you. Just like if you have too little of something in your life, it's going to affect you. Overeating causes obesity. Undereating causes anorexia. They're both the same side, right? Yin and yang. You have two different sides of the same coin. You have obesity, you have anorexia. Then there's the middle, where you don't eat too much, you don't eat too little. You eat just enough to survive. Same can be said about your spirituality. If you do too much spiritual work and not enough practical work, your brain becomes unbalanced. You have your left side and your right side of your brain. You have the practical thinking, you have the creative thinking. Alright, well, you gotta find that middle ground, or else you just become too one-sided. You know, you can't be practically thinking all the time and live a boring life. Yeah, it's cool, it's nice, it's amazing to have, you know, the practical thoughts, to, you know, have that ability to, at the snap of a finger, be able to solve any problem. But that doesn't get you anywhere creativity. You know, there's no creativity there. Creatively, you're dull. Okay, so then you have the other side that's always creative. 100% creative, but they use no logic. None at all. Where's that going to get you? I mean, you can't go through life not using logic, or else you're going to be unbalanced. You got to find the middle ground, the foreground for logic-based thinking and creativity, balance and harmony in your life. See, a lot of people, they want to go through their life and they just want to do one thing or the other. They think it's so white and black. Life is an infinite amount of grayscale. We have the most options out of any organism on this planet. We have the option to speak our minds. We have the option to carry weapons with us that can kill and harm or maim anything that we come across. We have the ability to get up and have a religion. Do you think a bear has religion? I mean, do you think a fucking fox is a Christian? Do you think that a goat is a fucking Islamic extremist? No, that is humans. We are the only ones that have infinite possibilities. I mean, you don't see a bear, or let's say a fox. You don't see a fox or a wolf, or you don't see a squirrel walking on two fucking legs talking to people, talking to each other. They have their own language, but they don't have a fucking religion. They don't have fucking weapons. They have their own claws. They have their own teeth. You know, they don't go in a fucking car and go to the store. They don't. We have gone so far out of existence that we forget that we have infinite possibilities here. We seem to think that we're limited, but we are in fact limitless. There's anything we can do if we just align ourselves spiritually. We can, I mean, we've done so many things as a race, and yet we're going backwards. And when I say race, I don't mean white, I don't mean black, Hispanic. It doesn't matter your race. The color of your skin does not indicate who you are. Your religion is not who you are. Your sexuality is not who you are. It doesn't matter if you're a man, woman, child. It doesn't matter if you're white, black, Asian, Hispanic, Russian, you know, Jewish, Muslim, Christian. It doesn't matter who you are or what you are. All that matters is you are. You exist, therefore you are. You can do anything you set your mind to. It goes back to the mind is the greatest asset that we have. I mean, do you think that a beaver just one day wakes up and says, "Oh, I'm gonna make a dam"? No, it's etched in their fucking brain. Hey, I have to make a dam. That is my home. Do you think a bird just wakes up one day and says, "Oh, I have wings, therefore, let's walk around"? No, they have wings to fucking fly. They learn to fly. We learn to fly by creating an airplane, creating a helicopter, jetpacks. And we have so many different options to fly. Birds have wings. We have infinite possibilities. So we need to stop limiting ourselves to the realm of possibilities out there. There are billions and billions of planets, not to mention billions of galaxies and superclusters of galaxies. There's no reason for us to believe that we can't achieve whatever we set out to do. You see, as humans, our possibilities are limited because we throw up a wall that says, hey, you can't do this because it's not possible. They also said that before the first airplane was invented. They also said that before the first car was invented, before the first space shuttle was invented, before the first satellite, the first telephone, the first light bulb. See the light right there behind me? Where's it at? Right there? Yeah, before that was invented, they used fucking candles. I have a lamp right here that has a light bulb in it. Nobody thought about that shit before it happened. And it happened, and they're like, oh, now we can't live without it. Air conditioning, fans. We can't live without them in the summer. Why would we? I mean, we've known it our whole life. So who are we to say that we have a limit on what we can do? I mean, before the first cell phone was invented, people had payphones that they went to. Before the payphones, they had their home phones. They had fucking bag phones. And now we have a cell phone that I'm recording this video on right now that has an amazing picture. Before cameras were invented, people drew pictures to... I mean, there was no such thing as a camera. Now we have video recorders. Now we have video cameras on phones. So all these concepts tie together. No cell phones, no cameras. You get cameras, then we get cell phones, then we get cameras on cell phones. Then we have video recorders, now with video recorders and a cell phone. Now we have voice recorders and cell phones. We have calendars and cell phones. There's no need for anything else but your cell phone. So who are we to say that in the next 10, 20, 30 years that shit that we think is impossible is going to be possible? Alright, just like everybody says, well, it's impossible for you to have these things inside your body that if they're out of alignment, that's not true. Okay, so I challenge you to look at my blog post, and I challenge you to go through and see what it says if they are depleted or in excess, and see if any of those go against, go for what's going on in your body. Say you're having digestive problems. Well, then, I mean, your solar plexus chakra might be out of alignment. Might not be. That's up to you. You can either go for more Eastern medicine and look towards spiritual enlightenment and look towards, things such as Qigong and Tai Chi and meditation and stuff like that. Or you can go with more westernized medicine and take a bunch of fucking pills your whole life. That's completely up to you. And people always look at me and say, well, if you're so spiritual and you believe in this and that, why do you cuss? It's my human right. Do I do it all the time? Not so much anymore. I'm trying to limit myself. But they're filler words. They get the point across. I'm trying to get my point across without saying them, but who the fuck cares? So, I mean, we need to look at the realm of possibilities that these things that people think are crazy, such as doing yoga for, alignment of muscle, muscle alignment, bone alignment, doing things for your muscles with yoga, bioenergetics. I know one of my favorite people on YouTube, and then I got into Elliot Hulse. He talked about the bioenergetics, and I started doing it, and you feel it, the tenseness up here, in here, your whole body is tense. I'm sitting down right now, which, God, I hate sitting fucking down, but I've been working on my school stuff, on my blog, just trying to do all I can in 24 hours, and from sitting so much, we have so much tightness, and bioenergetics will loosen you up. Yoga will loosen you up. It will bring spiritual enlightenment. Meditate for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes a day. If you don't have time to sit down and meditate for 10 minutes, then meditate for 20. I mean, that's just the simple fact of the matter, is if you can't make time for your spiritual self, your physical self doesn't matter. We always have time. We just need to make the time. It's just, it goes with the saying that people that want to talk to you are never busy. They're never busy. If you want to talk to somebody, you won't be busy. I mean, people look at stuff like Qigong, and they look at, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's Reiki, R-E-I-K-I, I believe, and all these energy healings like bioenergetics and hypnotherapy and acupuncture, and they think it's stupid. They think it's some crazy voodoo witchy stuff, and it's not. It's been practiced for centuries. Essential oils and the burning of sage, white sage to purify a room, and it's all been practiced for centuries. If you choose to believe it, but believe it wholeheartedly. Practice Qigong. I do 16 minutes of Qigong every morning. I do yoga stretches every day. I do bioenergetics every day. It's going to help you in the long run. Your body will be more loose. It will be more pileable. It will be more open to nutrients. It's just like when people get sick. The first sign of a cough. Doc, I'm sick. It's the first thing the doctor gives you. Antibiotics. Well, those fuck you up. Your body is meant to fight off diseases by itself. Your body can fight off strep throat. It can fight off the flu. It can fight off the common cold. The pills that you take from the store, the cough medicine that you get, it slows the process. All it does is get rid of the things that come from the illness. So like cough medicine, cold medicine, it stops the symptoms, not the illness. So you can still be sick but have no symptoms. Thus, your chakras are out of alignment. You can still be sick without symptoms, but symptoms always indicate sickness. This is just stuff that I've been studying for a while, and just try to meditate every day. Try to do Qigong every day. Try to do bioenergetics every day. If you take 10 minutes, say 10 minutes for meditation, 10 minutes for a simple Qigong routine, 10 minutes, say 20 minutes for some yoga. All right, we're at 40 minutes, right? Take another 10 minutes and just practice some deep breathing. Just, try to breathe deep into your stomach or into your balls, as Elliot Hall says. and just practice those deep breathings. I mean, take an hour out of your morning, wake up an hour early, go to bed an hour earlier, and just practice it every morning. 21 days, 3 weeks it takes for something to become a habit. And once those 3 weeks, once that grace period is over, it becomes second nature. I mean, I wake up out of bed and instantly I'm drinking water. I get up, come out here, do a little bioenergetic stretching. I go ahead and do some foam rolling with my foam roller. I'll show that in another video. And some of my home gym equipment. It's really not shit, but gets the job done. After my foam rolling, I do a little bit of stretching, do my qigong. I try to meditate, do my blog post, and just go on about my day. And then whenever I feel a little spark come at me, I do a video. And it's just one of those things that you have to follow. You have to get in that mode of a routine. Once you get in the routine mode, it's a no-brainer. Your life will be so much fucking better if you just get your spiritual self enlightened and just look at the possibilities. That's all I ask of you. Is just think of the possibilities you could have if you thought about them. And with that, I bid you farewell and talk to you next time.